to get my shirt up with Musco's.
Yeah, we set up a Republic bookends for. I'm too short to do this. Republic. I have to literally stand up. Okay.
Hey everybody!
Happy Star Wars Day for starters.
Yes. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th
As
be
I
with
promised our marketing person, I would say out loud.
Welcome to the May producer live stream. I'm Eric Musco, the community manager.
I am Ben Irving, producer for Star Wars: The Old Republic.
And I am Charles Boyd, creative lead for Star Wars: The Old Republic.
If you haven't joined in for a producer live stream before, basically we're going to talk a little bit about. Well, I guess I should just go to the next slide.
Yeah.
I do this every time where I start describing how the stream works.
But look at this.
And then,
oh my god.
Oh wait, I guess I messed it up. That was my fault.
All right.
There we go.
Well, let's talk about the agenda for today. So we're going to do a quick State of the Galaxy, address some of the big things happening in the community over the last week or so. We're going to review Chapter 13, Profit and Plunder. As we know, that went live for early access yesterday.
Yep.
Everyone else for full access will be tomorrow. We're going to give an update on the new subscriber rewards coming out in June. We have a whole heap of activity going on for May the 4th.
Yep.
So we're going to go through our Happy May the 4th promotion stuff. And then Charles will give you guys a quick tease and insight into Chapter 14, Mandalore the Avenger. And then finally, Musco will give us the wrap-up and then talk about the things he'll post in the forums.
You got it. And so if you haven't joined in on a producer live stream before, they take about 30 minutes-ish. Just depends on how much stuff we have to talk about. And someone said they were going to play a drinking game and take a shot every time I said yup. So, yup.
Yep.
Does it count if we all say it?
I don't know. I only said me, but I think it should. I think it should. Okay.
All right.
So let's talk about some of the community topics. As you guys know, Chapter 13, Profit and Plunder went live. We had some connectivity issues that happened yesterday. There was an error 308 that a bunch of people were getting. The team worked really hard, got the issue resolved last night, so everyone should have no problems and be able to jump into Profit and Plunder no problem, assuming you have early access, or tomorrow. And then, of course, you could just jump into the game update regardless today.
And there was only one other little small thing that could go wrong for some people. Really quick workaround. Information's on the forums.
Yep, all that's on the forums, and it'll be in the wrap-up as well if you happen to be hitting that.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I wanted to talk a little bit about ranked PvP very briefly. I brought it up in the forums. As you guys may realize, the new season started a few weeks ago. We've had some issues with people playing unfair and not nice, where they've either traded wins with each other or they've been cheating. I just want you guys to know, we've said it in the forums, but we're very aggressively going after those people. We want to make sure that PvP stays fair for everybody. So if you see anybody doing something that's not right, let us know. And again, we're taking a lot of action against those people to make sure that things stay fair in ranked PvP.
Yep, just keep reporting it.
Yep.
Chapter 13.
Yeah, do you want to talk about some of the stuff you've seen from players since this went live?
Yeah, it's just really exciting to, as always, to see everyone's feedback on the chapter, see how they're enjoying it. Seems like it's been going over really well. We obviously had a tremendously good time writing this chapter. Galt and Vet are obviously some of our favorite characters. They're a ton of fun to write. They play off each other really well. It gives us a lot of cool and fun opportunities to inject a lot more humor than we've done in recent chapters.
I just love seeing all the forum posts that say 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10, best chapter so far.
My favorite is the people who have found the chance for your player to make a Wookiee noise. Seeing the voice actors attempt to make Wookiee noises was one of the highest points of my life.
So are those actually individual?
Those are actually the actors playing each player class attempting to make a Wookiee noise.
That's my favorite.
It's pretty special.
That is my favorite.
Also, Eternal Championship just went live. Another, it's really a great opportunity to check out some of the harder kinds of fights and mechanics in the game and kind of get a feel for them, against these really cool and crazy bosses.
Yeah, it's been really cool seeing a lot of the feedback that's been coming in, because our goal for this was always, give something that people can go in, have some fun by themselves or with friends, and kind of learn how operation-style mechanics work. And it's been great to see people who, of all different skill levels, coming together to be like, oh, I'm stuck on the 7th boss and I just can't seem to get past it. And then people who are obviously experienced operations players being like, oh no, you just got to kind of, these are the mechanics, this is what you have to do. So it's been very cool to see the players of all different skill ranges coming together to get through Eternal Championship for sure.
Yeah. And of course, alongside Eternal Championship, the opportunity to recruit Bodar, the Wookiee gladiator, who smugglers know and love quite well. He's obviously tied into that storyline in an intimate way. So having a chance to bring him back into the story was a big treat for us, because who doesn't love having a Wookiee to back you up?
That's right. And we see some questions about at what point in the chapter do you get to attempt to make the Wookiee noise? Do you want to let people know where that happens?
So this is spoilers for anyone who hasn't played the chapter. You plug your ears for a second. When you're alongside Galt, you meet a man named Dretcher, who's an identity forger, and he is locked inside a box, Howard Hughes style. And one of the ways you can threaten to get him out is to play a recording of the Wookiee Life Day Choir singing various traditional Wookiee songs of Life Day. And of course, the player can back up Galt's threat by making their own rendition of some of those classic Wookiee tunes.
That's pretty amazing. Multiple people in chat are asking us to make Wookiee noises. I promise I don't have one.
That's one of those things that would live on the internet forever.
It would just
never undo it.
It would just sound like me yelling. Come back for the marathon stream when I'm about 12 hours in. Yeah, ask. I'm sure that'll happen. So, just wanted to highlight the art because it's amazing.
Yeah, just that's Galton Vet in case
Really
people didn't know.
So good. Okay, so this story. This came from Reddit. Someone posted this on Reddit, and I seriously was laughing for a solid like 20 minutes when I saw this, and I forwarded it on to the team. I was like, "You guys have to see this." So, Charles, you want to explain what this is?
Yeah. So again, speaking of Dretcher, he and Galt have kind of a rough past together, and so at the end of the chapter, he emails you his bill for the things that Galt has put him through and the things that you ask of him. And this one, honest, intrepid player tried to send him the money, tried to email him right back. But unfortunately, Dretcher had gone back into hiding or something, and he wasn't able to reach
I
him.
love the detail of it, of like, we're going to send bounty hunters after you, assuming you don't pay it. He's like, please don't send bounty hunters after me, and I trust that with this payment, no one will come looking for my character or my friends in the future.
Good.
My favorite part is I've seen many people being like, I'm making a character named Dretcher on every server, just in case someone else does this.
It's a good idea. Just write that down.
Good.
Note for myself.
Pretty good.
So the other thing that came out, obviously with Profit and Plunder, is the new pack, the Plunderer pack. And so these are 6 of the coolest items we thought that were in the pack, and we thought we'd do another contest as part of the live stream. So the first part of the contest is we want you guys to pick in chat which one of these 6 things you think is the coolest item, and then we're going to give 3 of them away.
Sure.
But let's start by having you guys vote on which one you think is the coolest.
Right.
Just
So
the names are up there so that you can pick.
And you don't have to do it exact. It's not like we're not judging it by the exact words. So if you think the Vorn Tiger is cool, you can just type Vorn Tiger. We'll be able to figure it out. So let us know in chat what you think. We should probably weigh in on what we think is the coolest, right?
Because let's just remember, I won last
yes,
time.
you did.
Not that anyone's keeping score
Charles
or
and I-
anything.
Ben is the
It's
tastemaker.
Charles and I have matching shirts this time. I'm confident we can come out ahead. We'll let you start, Ben. I think
What's your
home field
pick?
advantage.
You know what? I mean, I can't look at chat because it's going to be cheating.
Sure.
But I think, I really love the Fallen Defenders armor set because I love the Jedi robes that have a really cool hood to them. And I'm starting picking up my Juggernaut, who was one of my first characters, and I kind of want to get this armor set to play through on the Juggernaut. So I'm going to go with that as my favorite of the 6.
Yeah. It's a tough call for me between the Star Drive and the Load Lifter. Obviously, the Star Drive has folding wings and is a giant spaceship, which gives it a lot
it's a GIF in
to
the
recommend
PowerPoint,
it.
so
And it's
kind
moving
of
right
showing
now.
off right
But
now.
I gotta say, I gotta give my vote to the analog Load Lifter. It's not a thing you would think of as a mount necessarily, but it is in fact a little wheelie thing loaded with gold. Or the Star Wars equivalent of gold, or rhodium, and you can make it go up and down.
Rhodium.
Yeah, and so you're just kind of it's a chance for your player to look a little more mundane. They're just going about their day, just like.
I'm no big deal. Don't worry about it.
So I have to go.
What have you got?
I have to go with the Star Drive just because I remember when I saw it the first time was like I was at Dan's desk and he was like, "Hey, come check out the new mount," because he knows I collect mounts and I love them. And he's like, "Check this out," and it was folded like it is now. And then he hit the flourish, and I literally audibly went, "Oh!" And I said a word that I can't say on stream.
I actually took my headphones off because I heard this happen behind
I can't
me. It was
repeat
amazing.
the word I said on stream. Anyways, that was my favorite. So, from looking at chat, I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like it's a tie between the Vorn Tiger and the Star Drive. So, how about we do this? We're going to do a
Rock,
raffle.
paper, scissors?
We'll do a raffle. How about this? We'll do a raffle.
Okay.
And the 3 winners can let us know which one of the 2 they want. So we'll give them either the
Awesome.
Tiger or the
Great
Star
idea.
Drive. All right?
Player
we're gonna-
choice.
So we're going to do this in honor of Star Wars Day and it
Yes.
being May the 4th. How about we'll do Star Wars? One word, all Star Wars. Type the word Star Wars in chat, all one word, and you'll be entered into the raffle. And then Tate is going to gather all those, and then at the end of the stream, we'll let you know who the 3 winners are, and we'll get in touch with you, and we'll get you either the Star Drive or the Vorn Tiger, whichever one you want. So again, Star Wars, one word, type it in chat, and we'll set up a raffle.
Sweet.
All right?
I love it. The next thing, which I think you're going to talk a little bit about that as well.
Yeah, so one of the other things we introduced in the new pack, in the Plunderer pack, is the lightning weapon tuning. So weapon tuning is a new thing that we're introducing that adds these really cool effects to your weapons.
I love this so much.
Oh, it's so
cool.
It's so good. So one of the things you can get it's actually a type of mod that goes on a bunch of different weapons, and it'll add this lightning visual effect that you can see here. So I know also on the forums and on social, anywhere you want, if there's weapons that are missing weapon tunings that you want to be able to see this cool lightning effect on that don't have it now, let us know. Because the team's gathering it because we want to get it on more weapons, especially that people want. So,
which one do you guys think is the coolest? Like, I can't decide which of my characters needs to get this first.
It wasn't until I saw these images that I really thought blaster pistols looked so good
they
with
look
it.
really cool.
I love how it rotates around on the cannon.
Yeah.
Like when he first showed it to me, it was that moment I was like, oh, that's gonna be pretty cool. And then when it actually starts spinning and going around with
but maybe my Sentinel with two
Trooper
lightsabers
bias.
would be really cool. I don't know.
Lightsaber, it's always hard to top a lightsaber.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. I just saw this image and I have nothing to say about it, but I wanted to put it in the deck somewhere because I love the statue and Galt is just too cool and his pose is amazing and the background is amazing. So
this one will make sense.
There's nothing to say, but just let's move along.
Ben loves it.
I just loved it so much. And we wanted to remind you guys, in case you missed the message, there's 50% off collection unlocks right now until next Tuesday. Until Monday at midnight.
Monday midnight, yeah.
Monday midnight.
Yep.
So make sure if you've got new characters and you want to unlock a bunch of stuff, get at it now.
Yep.
Well, it's 50%.
And it is literally everything. This is the only time we've ever done a collection unlocks across everything. We've done armor sets before, but this is any item.
Yeah.
As a mount collector, I was very excited when I found this out because it was like, unlock.
May the 4th treat.
That's right. All right. So, do you want to intro this a little bit? Because this is really something that you started.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of people who contribute in the community to Star Wars: Old Republic in really meaningful ways, and one of those ways is doing a lot of really great videos.
Yep.
And I've been watching a lot of the Academy ones, for example, recently, and we were all talking like, hey, how can we encourage people to do more of this stuff? Because I think it's really valuable. To new players, but also to experienced players, depending on the topic, to have all these videos or guides and all this stuff that the community contributed. So we wanted to try to, each of these streams, pick a couple of things to showcase, just to say thank you to the people who are making them.
Right.
That's kind of the idea, and I think, Eric, you're going to take us through the 4 we have today.
Yeah, so we picked out 4 YouTube videos. So we've featured the Academy before. It's some great work that's on Swilterista's channel that Swilterista partners with UtiniCast to do. They did a new one for this month on how the Alliance system works, which is really cool. ToR Fashion did a highlight of the new weapon tuning on a whole bunch of different types of weapons. It's like a 12-minute video of just scrolling through different weapons. It's really cool. Volk did a really long guide. It's like an hour and 20 minutes on Baudar and the Eternal Championship. So if you have any questions on how to do any of those things, go watch the video because it will tell you how to do it, I promise. And then Exotalis did a short video, kind of like a review of the chapter. And it had a lot of praise, and we're not just featuring it because it's praiseful, but it highlights some of the really cool things that I think that Charles and the guys put into the chapter.
And I love that it was short. It's easy to watch a 4-minute quick summary of it to get me excited to want to play it.
Yep.
So that was cool.
And again, so thank you to everybody who continues to do, again, podcasts, streamers, YouTubers. And just as a note, if any of you do that content and you're not in touch with me, find a way to get in touch with me. Social media, forums, because we'd love to highlight your stuff in future streams.
And make sure you post it to the forums at least.
Absolutely.
Right? That's a great way to make sure we get to see it as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Put it out there.
But yeah, so thank you guys for the great content.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Nvidia winners. So we talked in one of the earlier streams about this Nvidia contest we had going on, and we're really excited to finally announce all the winners. This has been up on the website as of the last week or so. But we just wanted to, in the stream, call out the actual winners, and then I think we're going to view one of the videos as well.
Correct. So Charles, do you want to tell us who the winners are, and then we'll go over it.
We've got Jonathan Winkler, aka Fees. I'm hoping I'm reading this right. Inga Kuklina, a.k.a. Build Your Alliance. And, Daniela Washsmith? Please tell me immediately if I'm wrong. I hate mispronouncing names. I don't want to be that guy, So, a.k.a. Mortal Mandalore.
So just so you know, if you want to watch any of the videos that were either in the top 3 or the other winners that were selected, we have a playlist. I'm going to show you how to get to them right now. So if you go to our YouTube page, you can go to playlists, And right here, you can see where all the videos are. I'm also going to link it in the wrap-up, but you can get to it right from the page. But we're going to take a quick minute, and we're going to watch, I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes.
It's only 2 minutes.
We're gonna watch the second place winner video right now, which their name was...
the one we just played?
Yeah, it was
Inga Kuklina.
There you go. All right,
Yeah,
so...
hoping I'm saying it right.
We're going to stop talking for 2 minutes, and I'm going to hide our faces, so you guys can go ahead and watch the video. All right, so we'll be right back.
Valkorion lives. He is not himself. It is difficult to see, and yet it is unmistakable.
His presence in the Force has always been deceptive. As your new Emperor, I can promise you this. Zakuul's enemies will face the full power of the Eternal Throne. And every last one of the core worlds will burn.
The Empire and Republic have all but fallen to the man who imprisoned you. You're our last hope. You changed the galaxy more than once, and if things have ever needed to change, now's the time.
Arkin will not escape justice for the lives he's taken.
This was the only ship that ever went up against the Eternal Fleet and won. The Eternal Fleet is practically unstoppable, and Arkin controls every single ship from the throne.
I forged my own destiny by making hard choices. Now it's your turn.
My son is too strong. You need my power. Only together can we strike him down.
They have come so far. They still have far to go.
So many of them will have to die.
You seek to remove Arkin from the Eternal Throne. His destiny is to fall.
Kill the Outlander.
All right, we're back. Let me get our faces back. Return faces. There we go. Faces have returned. So you brought up a good point, which is you may ask why we're playing the second place video.
Yeah, because we played the first place video coincidentally when we were talking about the Nvidia contest. It was one of the early leaders, I suppose, that we showed early on.
They're really, really cool videos. I really enjoy looking through all of them. So if you get time, definitely go watch the videos. Yeah. All right.
You can lose yourself in it, though. I lost myself for how long the whole playlist is. I lost that amount of time, unbeknownst to me. Okay, so subscriber rewards. So for those of you who were subscribed last month, in-game you would have already received your HK55 inspired ship droid customizations. So if you haven't got them yet, make sure you check your mailbox and pick them up. And to announce the June subscriber rewards, so if you are subscribed by June 1st, you get the Eternal Empire Patroller Speeder. And the artwork for that as a concept is the background image. So it's a really cool speeder. We're excited for you guys to get a hold of it. Just make sure you are subscribed by June 1st. Of course, you also get the 2 days early access to Chapter 14, Mandalore the Avenger, and Charles will be talking about what's in that chapter in a second.
Good deal. Shall we? I'm enjoying watching chat talk about HK versus non-HK reward.
Yeah.
All right.
May the 4th.
Yeah, May the 4th. So we have a huge promotion going on right now. A lot of different ways
so much stuff.
For people to win things, which is really cool. You know, we love giving stuff away to our loyal players. Yes. So I think, Eric, you're probably just going to take us through it. You know the
walk you through step by step. So first and foremost, the link that's on the screen right now, SWTOR.com/May-the-4th. Anything you want to know about any of this stuff, go to that page. It has all this information, so you can check it all out there. Let's start the journey. First, Chapter 1 free trial. If for some reason you're watching the stream or you have friends who haven't gotten into Fallen Empire yet, you can send them to the link that's on the bottom of the page, and assuming they haven't played Fallen Empire before, they can jump right into Chapter 1. So they get at level 60 and they can jump in through.
And we all have that friend who doesn't know what they're missing out on, and it's always hard to convince them to drop a few dollars to pick up the game.
No excuses.
No excuse. It's free.
Zero. If they can move a mouse and click, they can do it. So they're pretty set. So we had the Astromech. It's a yearly tradition at this point where every year on May the 4th we have to give away a new Astromech. So, and also for anyone who has logged in, we've already started distributing today's Astromech. So if you haven't logged into the game, you probably have it waiting in your mailbox. We also have Double XP, which, as you can see on the list, doubles a lot of things. Legacy XP, Warzone Combination, Space Requisition. It's happening now through the 10th, and then again the last weekend in May. So jump in either one of those. And then not this Saturday, next Saturday, I'm going to be doing a marathon stream where I'm going to play through all 13 chapters of Knights of the Fallen Empire. I'm going to have special guests which will join me. These guys may be included along with some other people. We're going to do crazy giveaways. I'm going to get tired. It's going to be super fun.
I wouldn't miss Crazy Musco time for the world.
It'll be great.
All the Wookiee impersonations.
Yeah, all that you can get. All that you can get, I promise. The Eternal Championship solo speedrun contest. So first, you may notice there's an Enter Now button. If you want to participate in the contest, go to the May the 4th page and click that Enter Now. You have to actually enter through the website to be eligible. Here's all it is. You got to pick up the mission, run Eternal Championship as fast as you can, and then turn in the mission. The person who does it the fastest, crazy enough, we are going to fly them and a friend of theirs to Star Wars Celebration in London.
Literally, you can join us, right? Because we'll be there as well.
Absolutely.
So we'll hang out with you guys.
Yep, if you don't know what Star Wars Celebration is, it's big Star Wars convention.
Literally the coolest Star Wars con in the world.
Yep. And of course, if you happen to not get first place, we're going to have some runner-up prizes as well for some subscription time and cartel coins, so definitely go in and give it a shot. The Story So Far contest. We're just giving away prizes, just raining prizes in May. All you have to do for this contest is at any point in May, finish Chapter 13. That's it. So pick any character that's already there if you want to play fresh from 1 through 13, but any character that finishes through Chapter 13. Every 5 days, we're going to draw 5 winners, which will win a Zakul Knight armor set and a Zakul dropship mount every 5 days. So keep coming back to the page, and we'll be announcing who those folks are as well throughout the month.
Mandalore the Avenger, coming June 1st.
Let's do it.
So this is our next chapter. I'm going to give a little bit of a tease. Hopefully no spoilers, or nothing anyone would consider too much of a spoiler. But yeah, this is a chapter I am extremely excited about. I'm a big Mando nerd myself, so it's really exciting to see what they're up to, how the times have been for the Mandalorians. Of course, hook back up with Shae Vizsla, who we know from the cinematic trailers, as well as Torian Kadera, well-known bounty hunter companion, hardcore Mandalorian warrior. We're going to team up with them and the Mandalorian clans to assault a massive enemy installation and uncover something really crucial to our effort for the war against Arkin. This is really going to be the turning point of these chapters before we really start taking the fight into a more aggressive stance. So can't say any more than that for now, but it's going to be a really, really cool chapter. Lots of exciting stuff, some very cool music I'm excited about as well. Just going to throw that out there. And, of course, I just love this art so much. I think it's awesome.
I didn't mean to laugh. I was just looking at chat flipping out about Shae and implications toward Mandalore, and there was 4-letter words. And
I don't think it's a spoilery, but you guys showed me the cinematic of Torin being reunited with the female bounty hunter.
Yeah, if
you were previously in a romance, and it was a really, really cool thing. So if any of you are in that situation, you'll definitely be excited when you get to play this chapter.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to pause for a second? Shall we tell people who won the mounts?
Let's do it.
Let's do that.
Okay, so we have 3 winners. Ben, I'll let you announce the winners if you would like.
Okay, so the first winner is Nova Cobra 1. The second winner is ECMO. And the third winner is Weldzeit.
That's how I would pronounce
it.
Is there a T there? Yeah, there is a T.
Weldzeit?
Yep. So you 3 are the winners. Congratulations.
So Elmo with a 0.
We wouldn't be typing it, so luckily. If Tate will be in contact with you, we'll reach out to you from the official SWTOR account. So if you are one of those 3 people, check your messages today, and then sometime before the end of the week, we'll get you one of your 2 mounts. So congratulations.
Yeah, congrats, guys.
Yeah, awesome.
So we have a couple more things.
Also coming with Chapter 14 is an Alliance recruitment mission involving Bruen Mark. He's the Towel's companion that Sith warriors know well from their time in the earlier chapters of the story. He is vicious and bloodthirsty and on a path of brutal revenge, which, again, if Sith warriors can tell you, is pretty standard fare for Bruen Mark. He's one of the meanest, craziest companions in the entire game. So it's really fun to bring him back and give players a chance to kind of interact with him, especially, like light side Jedi, for instance, and kind of see how they bounce off each other. So we'll say no more than that, but that's also coming with the next chapter, and it's a really cool, cool quest.
Whether you're familiar with Bruen Mark or not, he's an entertaining companion to have around for sure, for many reasons.
So, we're at the wrap-up. So
We've
got the wrap-up, and then the very last thing we'll show is a quick teaser cinematic from Chapter 14.
Correct. So if you're excited for Chapter 14, you only got about 2 more minutes to hang on, and you'll get there. So again, as always, I guess that's the last bullet. So Chapter 13, Profit and Plunder, is now live. The Eternal Championship is live, so if you're not familiar with it, we've talked about it a few times, but 10 bosses, solo encounter where you can bring in friends if you want. You can go through it for various sets of prizes. There's some cool mounts that are there, some armor sets. And it's a great way, if you haven't done something like an operation before, to learn some cool new mechanics and kind of challenge yourself to get further and further and ultimately become the Eternal Champion.
And make sure if you do enjoy it and you haven't played some of the other group content in the game that you check it out. I think if you enjoy Eternal Championship, you love playing a lot of the group content we have in the game that you might not have experienced so far.
Yep, absolutely. The Baudar recruitment mission. Charles, you want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, just exciting chance to get a Wookiee to join you, or if you're a smuggler, team back up with an old friend, and as part of the Eternal Championship.
Yep.
We had the Plunder pack, which came out, which we showed 6 of the items from before earlier as well, along with weapon tuning. So it's a really cool pack. There's a lot of really good items in this pack, and 50% off collections are going on now until Monday at midnight. Call it Tuesday-ish of next week. So anything that you want to unlock in collections, 50% off.
Yep.
The May the 4th promotions.
All of them. Let's go through them again. So check out the website.
Yeah, swotor.com/May-the-4th. Go there and you'll just learn all
It's never been easier to win something in the game.
Absolutely.
So go check it out and participate.
Absolutely. Chapter 14.
Charles' obsessions with Mandalorians continues.
Indeed. Hopefully my obsession can become yours.
That's right. That's right.
We've got Bruen Mark, and then
all of this will be posted in the wrap-up, so if you want to see any of the videos we've talked about, whether it's Nvidia or some of the great community stuff that's going on, or you're just tuning in now and you missed something earlier on, all of the stuff will be posted in the forum wrap-up as soon as I get back to my desk. So 5 minutes after the stream ends, it'll all be live on the forums. And as always, thank you guys for continuing.
Yeah, thanks so much.
Giving us feedback. Thank you for joining us on the stream. We'll be back again in June for another June producer live stream. Where I'm sure we'll do more of the same things. We'll give away things.
More cool stuff.
Yep. Do you want to do any lead into the video before we play it?
It's just a quick clip from the new chapter from near the beginning, kind of as you're meeting some of these characters, and kind of sets things up for what's to come.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to leave you on a cliffhanger of wondering what will happen.
Bum, bum, bum. All right.
So thank you all for streaming.
Yes, thank you guys for joining us.
tuning in.
Yep. Thank you for streaming.
Yeah.
Maybe you're streaming right now.
Thank us for streaming.
Yeah. And I'm going to hide our faces, and then I will press a button, and a video will play, and hope you guys enjoy the rest of your week. And
thanks so much for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in.
See you next time.
Yep.
You're on the wrong planet. The hot pleasure worlds are a dozen parsecs out.
Shut up, Como. You're looking good for a dead man.
Shea Vizsla. I wasn't expecting Mandalorians.
We're what you got. Heard you need a factory pulverized.